Hello dear students, welcome back. Today we will continue future tenses, and the first topic is future continuous or future progressive. Where do we use it? How do we use it? To give what meaning do we use it? The action that will, of course, happen in the future, but for a while. We can differentiate them like this. For example, this is will and going to. These are short actions. And in here we have future continuous. And we can show it like this on the timeline so you can understand better. This is now. Will and going to will happen in the future at some time for a short time, for a period of time. And when we are using future continuous, it will take place for a while in the future. To give that meaning, we use future continuous or progressive as we call it. You actually remember that we talked about this. Any progressive, any tense, doesn't matter that we use progressive with, gives the meaning of long action. It can be past continuous, we have seen that. It can be present continuous, it can be present perfect continuous. We have all seen long actions taking place. And what is our sentence structure in future continuous? Subject plus will be plus verb ing. This is how we build our sentence in future continuous. For example, she will be working tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. In this example, I give an exact time, a duration. This tells me that this is now, this is tomorrow, and from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. she will be working. I give a duration in this example. I give an exact date. When will it take place? I will be going home at that time. Obviously, we'll talk about a time that is known between whoever having the conversation between them. And at that time, I will be going home. It is a long action that will take place in the future for a while. Me going home here. I used will be and my verb ing, doesn't matter the subject. And one clue and one important thing for you to remember is that don't try to form be here. It's going to be on its own form. We're not going to do amizar or something else. It will be just be. The mayor will be speaking at 3 next Monday. The mayor will be speaking, my subject. It can refer to he or she. my will be form and verb ing here. I give an exact time here, again, not a duration with my time expression, but I know that it will happen for a while in the future. Next Monday, this can be next Monday, and at 3, around here, and this is exact 3 p.m. But he will not only be speaking at 3. We can say about 3, before and after that. It gives the meaning of that. They will be having a city tour when you are at home. Again, we said in the last lesson, when we're using when with future tenses, doesn't matter any future tense, we use present simple in when. It could be while, but if I said while, for example, while you are working, after that I have to use present progressive. The difference is important and we have studied that. Don't forget, after that you get verb 1, 2, whatever, and after a while you get progressive continuous. And in future tense, it's of course going to be present. Those students won't be participating during, this is R, during your lesson. We saw this before. After, during, we have a long period of time. We have a duration. Like here, in the future, this is now. Those students won't be participating. I used negative this time, so we can see how negative sentence structure with future continuous works. It will be won't be verb ing. They maybe participated here and there, but in here, they won't be participating. She won't be doing her project tomorrow at 3 because she has a doctor appointment. Here, she won't be doing her project tomorrow at 3. I gave an exact time in the future, and around that time, she won't be doing her project because rather she has doctor appointments. Or if I wanted to also make the second sentence future progressive, I could say because she will be on her doctor appointment. Now you may remember from when and while we said that after while you don't necessarily need a verb to give the meaning of a long action. The sentences that we build with, that we use be as the verb of the sentence, it also gives the meaning of long action in the sentence. So it's not just for this one particularly, just not for present progressive or future progressive or any progressive. It is all for them. You don't necessarily need verb ing or a verb form that got an ing at all. You just need also a be. So how do we make our questions? I take will in the beginning of my sentence, then subject, and then be and verb ing and object, etc. Will she be giving speech at the meeting? Tomorrow. The meeting will take a long time in the future, in tomorrow actually. This is tomorrow, and this is meeting. So actually not the only grammatical structure, but also the meaning of the sentence gives us, informs us that this is a long action, because the duration that the sentence gives us confirms that. Will she be giving speech? I'm asking a question, but what I'm trying to learn is also a long action, so it will take a place or will not take a place in a long time in the future. And how do we answer it? This is a yes/no question. I can answer in two ways. Yes, she will, for short. And if I continue from here, yes, she will be giving speech in the meeting tomorrow. Positive long answer. No, she won't, for short. No, she won't be giving blah, 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 long negative answer. Now, I want to give an WH question example. What will you be doing tomorrow at 2? The question asks us, this is tomorrow, this is now, and this is at 2, around 2. We want to learn what you are doing. I can say, I will be cleaning the house. It will take a long time, a long action to do that, so we are again talking about progressive in future. Again, an example of that we don't need necessarily a verb ing to give the meaning of progressive or continuous tense. So, will they be on vacation? Instead of verb ing, we can use be as our verb, and it will give the same meaning of a long action that takes place. So, will they be on vacation? What I'm trying to learn is, we're talking about a time, doesn't matter. In that time, will they be on vacation? I'm talking about a duration, not just one short action that will happen in future. I can say, yes, they will be in Çeşme. For example, tomorrow. Again, we're talking about a long action here. Will we be on the way back home Tuesday during midnight, for example, or at midnight? Again, an example of that, we don't necessarily need verb ing to give meaning of progressive or continuous tense. So, will we be on the way back home Tuesday at midnight? I'm talking about a time. I can say this is Tuesday here, and here is midnight. But you can ask, the start is not long action. It doesn't represent a long action. They cannot be on the road for just midnight and then disappear. So when you logically think about it, it actually takes a long time to do that. So the meaning actually informs us. I can answer in two ways. Yes, we will. If I continue from here, yes, we will be on the way back home. Long positive answer. Or no, we won't, for short. If I continue, no, we won't be on the blah, 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 long negative answer. And now, we will give a couple more examples, and then we will examine future perfects. She will be cleaning the kitchen while you will be doing your projects. I have actually two clauses here, two main clauses, and we will examine them. She will be cleaning the kitchen. This is now, and I'm talking about a feature, but it will take a long time. So, in this time, she will be cleaning the kitchen and you will be doing your projects. So we can say that they are happening at the same time in the future, but also they are both long actions. Will they be serving fish at dinner, or will they be serving chicken? Again, I can understand from the grammatical structure that this is a question that takes place in future continuous, future progressive. This is now, and it will take place in future. It's a long action for a while. And the second sentence is actually a situation either that or either that. So we will make a choice, but they are both happening at the same time because either of them is going to happen actually. I can answer like, they will be serving fish with salad. Again, my answer is a complete main clause created, built, and using future continuous tense. Now it's time for future perfect. First, I will tell you why do we use it, how do we use it, what is the meaning behind it. It is used with actions and it is predicted to be done by the time we're talking about. For example, I am talking about 2030 and I am planning, I am guessing, it is predicted that I will have been married by 2030. It's a guess, it's a prediction, and I wanted it as a grammatical structure to be done by then. For example, this is 2030, this is now, and it has to take place till 2030, and it has to be done. And the sentence structure is subject plus have, has, according to our subject. Subject will, have, has, verb 3. And for the examples, this is a good one. I will have completed this course by the end of the summer. It is predicted, it is guessed that it will be done by the time given. This is end of summer. Actually, in future perfect, we don't know exactly when it will be completed, but the important thing is till the time given it has to be completed. The important thing is that. So somewhere around here, I will have completed this course by the end of the summer. She will have gotten her promotion by next year. The action of her getting her promotion will be completed till next year. We don't know exactly when. This is a tricky thing with perfect tenses. Doesn't matter if it's future or present, past. We don't actually know when exactly it's happened or it's going to happen, but till this time, by next year, it has to be completed. We know that. I used will have verb 3. This is an irregular verb. Get, got, gotten. This is predicted or expected. She will have be gone when you arrive. Again, we said this, if we're using when with future tenses, we have to use present simple, or if we're using while, we have to again use present progressive or to give that meaning. And in here, I gave a time, and until that time, this action will have to be completed. And now we will have a quick break, then we will continue. Okay, let's continue with our examples. George will have completed his part when I arrive at his game or play. Okay, in here again we see a use of when with future perfect. As we said before, with future perfects and you see a when in there as a conjunction, you always use present for the time tense harmony. My subject is George, and when I arrive, it will happen somewhere here in the future, and he will already be completed his part. We don't know the exact time when that will happen or when it finished, when it started, but all we know is that it is finished. It will have been finished till I arrive. He will be fallen asleep when we get home. Again, we see when. With future perfect tense, you will actually see a lot of when because it is a time limit. We have a time limit till that action to be complete. So here somewhere we get home, and around somewhere here he will have been fallen asleep. We won't have finished this essay by midnight. Again, we have a time limit, and the time limit here is by midnight, but this time it's a negative one. We say that that action cannot be complete till the time given. So here is now, here, midnight. The action won't be done in this duration, in this time. By next year, January, I will have moved to Alaska. It's a prediction that is expected to be completed till the time given. And in this particular example, my time limit is by next year, January. Around this time, I will have moved to Alaska. We don't know the exact date. We don't know when it will be completed or be done, but we know that it will be done till here. She will have been in Ankara when I get home. Again, my time limit is here. We don't necessarily need a time expression. We can also give the time expression meaning using a sentence that is built with when or by the time. It gives the same meaning. We have a time limit with this sentence here, when I get home. So my limit is here. This is now. And somewhere here, we don't know again exactly when it will happen, but she will have been in Ankara. We will have worked for 3 hours when you bring dinner. Again, my time expression / time limit here is a sentence built with when conjunction, time conjunction. And this is my time limit, bringing dinner. We will have worked for 3 hours. Now, apart from the other examples in here, we have also a time duration, apart from a time limit. It will be done, but also for how long it has been making is also informed. So how can I show it on my timeline? For 3 hours, I can say it can be 3 hours, or here, 3 hours. We don't know when exactly, but until my time limit, we will have worked for 3 hours. But I don't know when that 3 hours happened. She will have been practicing for 2 days when the judge decides. I don't know if you have noticed, but we shifted from future perfect to future perfect progressive. The last example, never mind that. In this example, she will have been practicing for 2 days when the judge decides. This is a future perfect and it aligns time harmony with present tense. So it's here. But the different thing here is that it's progressive. Like the last example. This is my time limit. The judge decides. And around somewhere in this timeline, for 2 days, she will have been practicing, but we don't know when. I will have worked here for 5 years by next summer. What is my time limit here by next summer? And in this time, in this duration, I will have worked for 5 years. The action will be completed. You will have raised your car by we return. By the way, the time tense harmony rule also stands for by. We always seek for tense harmony when we're looking at time conjunctions, like by, when, by the time, the ones that we use for future perfect, for example. But with all time conjunctions, we look for tense harmony. You will have raised your car by we return. My limit in this particular example is us returning. This is now. And somewhere in this timeline, don't know the exact time, you will have raised your car. He will have celebrated his birthday by next Saturday. In this example, again, as all future perfect examples, we have a time limit. Next Saturday in this one. And this is now he will have celebrated his birthday by next Saturday. He will be done this action around this time in the timeline till Saturday. We will have retired by 2050. Now this one, it's a far prediction, but my time limit here is 2050. And this is now. Around somewhere here, again, we will have retired. The action will be done. The students will have called the teacher by the ring bells. Time limit in this example, ring bells. This is now. Students will have called the teacher somewhere around here. My mother will have been in New York when I am at home. Now in this one, you may say this is a long action, me being at home. It's not actually a short action. But as a grammatical structure, this sentence on its own, if we don't see the rest, is actually present simple. Apart from the meaning. So my time limit here is I'm at home. It may not make sense, but think of it like I'm not home at the moment, and when I'm finally at home, it is a time limit when I arrive at home, it can be. My mother will have been in New York, and in that time, somewhere, she will have been in New York. He will have called you by you return home. Again, don't forget the harmony between tenses when we're using time conjunctions. So my time limit, you returning home. A present simple sentence. He will have called you. The action will happen somewhere here. That's it for today, guys. I hope you understood and enjoyed our lesson. Don't forget to review every subject that we studied. And stay safe, take care of yourselves.